How you doing, Davion?
Good, man.
We're here to talk about you right now, but I got to mention you're not the only Jackson Wink heavyweight on the card. The Incredible Hulk, Josh Hokett is fighting. What's it like to be on this card with him, and what can you tell me about him? Have you trained with him in the gym?
Yeah, man. Josh, extremely talented, and definitely has probably one of the best personalities out there. Like when I'm with him, like we're always just laughing and joking around. So he has really good energy. So it's really good to have him on the card and be sharing the same card, and being able to train with him while I'm out here. It's really good.
Definitely.
Josh, he's good people for sure.
You wrote on Instagram that MMA has allowed you to be more comfortable with being yourself. I've heard a lot of fighters say similar things, but I was wondering if you could elaborate on that.
Yeah. So there's no secret that a lot of MMA fighters don't really fit in anywhere else besides like MMA. Like a lot of MMA fighters, they come from like they were like bullied or something like that, or they didn't fit in other sports. Like they play football, they didn't fit in basketball. Then they find like a life in fighting. And I think MMA has allowed me to do that. It's almost, sometimes it feels like MMA is like grounds for like outcast a little bit.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Good way of putting it. You suffered your first pro defeat back in July of 2022. You came back in a big way, secured a victory over a game opponent this past April. You said you filled some holes. Did you make some changes? Were there any changes you made to either your training camp, your regimen, any changes you made ahead of that victory?
Before my last fight?
Yeah, before your last fight, or even going into this one.
Yeah, so just put a lot of more focus into my cardio and slowing down, not just trying to chase the finish the whole time. That's what I learned from going into my last fight. But for this one, what I learned from going against Kasim is, there is a time in a fight where I am supposed to kind of put my foot on the gas and kind of press forward and put more pressure on when I see opponents tired. But I think I was a little reluctant to put a lot of pressure on Kasim because he had clocked me in the first round, so I kind of gave him a little bit more respect than what I should have. I think if I would have like pressed on him a little bit more, I could have got the finish that fight.
Well, win is a win is a win.
Yes,
I got
sir.
one last one for you. I mentioned your teammate, but I just want to mention the gym real quick. One of the premier mixed martial arts facilities in the world, Jackson Wink in Albuquerque, New Mexico. What does it mean to you to represent such a great gym?
Man, Jackson Wink is a staple for MMA. It is such a good feeling to represent Jackson Wink because all the names that come out of that gym, Holly Holmes, John Jones, Michelle Watterson, the list goes on. And just to be like part of the next generation, it's a really good feeling. And I hope that I could, do well by Jackson Wink. Thank you.
Hey, Davion. So Slim is just another prospect just like you.
Yeah.
Is that taking that 0 out of his record something that's important to you, or is this just another fight?
It's just another fight. My biggest goal is to go out there and win. I know Slim is going to be extremely game, and I think super talented wrestler, so I don't take this lightly at all.
So you spoiled Kasim's debut back in April. Do you see a similar result happening here?
Of course. If I didn't, why would I be here?
So you were booked to fight Daniel James, but that fell through. Is that a fight that you're interested in getting back at some point? I know he has a fight coming up.
I think I'm not really chasing a fight with anyone particular. I guess for me, it's just more important to kind of climb up that ladder. It's nothing personal. I don't want to make it personal with any heavyweight here. I just want to go out there, win, give it my all, and have fun while I'm doing it.
Hey, Davion, over here. There's a lot of sort of hype behind Slim, I think. There was talks of him going to the UFC. He's coming over to Bellator. He's got a pretty big fan base. There's a lot of hype there. Is that something you take notice of in terms of sort of the build-up to this fight?
I've noticed, but I think he would be making a big mistake to count me out. I think he's 5-0. I was once 5-0, and a lot of people thought that I was going to beat the crap out of Marcelo Golm, and he ended up getting the win. This isn't a sport where, somebody can just come in and just off of like who they train with, have people saying that like, this guy's gonna walk through everybody. I think everybody can put up a good challenge, and I got some surprises I want to show in that cage Saturday night.
Was there a bit of pressure taken off your shoulders when you had that first loss? I talked to a lot of fighters who are undefeated, and once they get that first loss, they're like kind of like a bit of relief. It's never fun to lose, but obviously, as well, there's not that pressure of keeping that undefeated record.
To be truthful with you, I think there wasn't a lot of pressure. It kind of allowed me to see myself for what I actually am, and that is just somebody who's still learning the sport and someone who's still getting better at this sport. I think that first loss, it just kind of brought me back to reality. I think most undefeated fighters, they kind of let the hype get to their head a little bit, and they start like kind of smelling their own, like drinking their own tea a little bit, you know. And I think I was a victim of that. You know, I thought I'd go my whole career being undefeated, but it's not like that. This is a sport where the littlest mistake can cost you the most.
Just last one from me. Do you feel like this fight's being slept on a little bit? It is a stacked card. It's Bellator 300. We got the title fights and everything else. But I mean, these are two really, yourself and Slim, two incredibly talented prospects that, big implications for the winner. Do you sort of feel that way at all?
Yeah, definitely. Every fight is a big fight. And as far as the fight being slept on, you got Chris Cyborg here. Like, I think, to me, like, she's one of the greatest, if not the greatest female fighter of all time. So I don't think the fight is being slept on. This is a big card, and this fight is not more important than the card. So I just think it's another fight. I'm going to go out there and have some fun, get my hand raised, and, go home. And that's it.
What's up, Davion?
Yo.
We're in the beautiful San Diego right now. How are you enjoying Fight Week and taking in this place?
Man, I'm enjoying fight week like every other fight week. Every fight week is the same. I come out here, I cut my weight. I'm in my room the whole time, waiting to go into that cage.
Hopefully after the fight you get to enjoy yourself a little bit more, man.
Yeah.
I believe this fight is a perfect stylistic matchup. You bring a lot to the table, so does Slim. Should be a great fight. What excites you the most in this matchup?
I think this is probably the first time in my career where, like, everywhere I see, they're saying that he's the favorite. You know, I think my back's in the corner a little bit, and I think that makes me really excited because I feel like I'm always at my best when my back's against the wall. So he's highly touted, I think, and he has some hype. So this isn't going to be a fluke, you know.
Definitely. And last one from me. Your Atlanta Braves have had a phenomenal season thus far. What are you expecting from these guys going into October? Playoff baseball on the way.
Win. Win, 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 win. F everything else. Win, 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 win.
I like it, man. I like it.
Hey, boss. Just to piggyback off that, is Ronald Acuna a lock for MVP this year?
Yes, sir.
All right, for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anyway, back to you, man. Yeah, I mean, you got off to a great start in your MMA career, but just a lot of people, a lot of MMA fighters especially say when they lose, they learn. They don't look at it as a loss.
Yeah.
What did you learn from that loss?
Oh, the Marcelo Gomes loss?
Yeah.
So much, man. I don't even know if I have time to even say everything I learned, but the most important thing that I lost in this, the most important thing that I've learned in that loss is, everybody has a chance. You can be bigger, stronger, faster, more skilled. You can be better than somebody in every area, but if you sleep on them a little bit, it could fall through the cracks.
Mm-hmm.
The wind could slip through your fingers. Everybody has a chance. Never sleep on anybody. That's the biggest thing that I learned from that Marcelo Gomes fight. I don't think I was supposed to lose that fight, but it done so much more for me. It allowed me to see myself for what I actually am. It allowed me to get better in my training and just take this so much more serious.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're from a big gym in Jackson Wink. You're one of the top-ranked heavyweights in Bellator. You're one of the top prospects in the heavyweight division in the sport. Hypothetically, right, or not even hypothetically, but obviously Ryan Bader, Linton Vassell, it fell out. Did it cross your mind at all? Yo, I'm already here. I'm already in shape in fight camp. What if they fill me in? Like, did that cross your mind at all?
Of course it did.
Really?
Yeah, of course. If there was ever opportunity to do that, I would gladly jump on that for sure.
Well, I mean, you win this fight, you'll be back on a winning streak. How many more what do you think you need to do to get that heavyweight title shot?
I just believe if I can just continue to win, the opportunity would come, and the opportunity would present itself.
Awesome. Thank you, brother.
Hey, Davion, how's it going, man?
Yo.
What clear advantages do you see when you watch your opponent on tape? What clear advantages do you see that you have over him?
Obviously strength. I think I'm going to have better takedown defense than almost everybody he's fought. And just my will to win. It's going to be a battle of the wills, and the best man's going to win.
By the way, Mookie Betts for MVP.
Yes, sir. Probably not.
Hey, Davion, I just wanted to get your prediction on the main event, big one, lightweight title between Usman and Brent Primus. Who you got?
Oh, man, that is a tough one. I don't want to ruffle any feathers with my prediction, but Usman Nurmagomedov. Yeah, anyone with the last name Nurmagomedov. You know, you can't go against those guys. So I'm gonna go Usman.
Fair enough, man.
Yeah.
Is there a specific title fight out of the three you're most looking forward to, as well
Chris
as
Cyborg. I'm a huge Chris Cyborg fan, man. She's just awesome. I can't. Yeah, I love Chris Cyborg. Huge fan of hers.
Fair enough. Best of luck, man.
Thank you.